We'll solve a quadratic equation. We'll solve the equation m squared minus 3m equals 7. In order to solve this, we begin by subtracting 7 on both sides of the equation in order to get 0 on one side. That gives us m squared minus 3m minus 7 equals 0. Then we try to factor it. This one cannot be factored, so we use the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula, we're right up here for reference, and I'm going to use the variable m. M equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And don't forget to write this fraction sign, everything that's written first, all of that goes over 2a. And then I determine what a, b, and c are. A is the coefficient of m squared, that is 1, because m squared is the same as 1 times m squared. B is the coefficient of m, which would be negative 3. And c is the constant term, which is negative 7. Then I substitute in my equation, and I have m equals the opposite of b, which is the opposite of negative 3, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that would be negative 3 squared, minus 4 times 1 times negative 7. And all that is over 2 times 1. Now I simplify. I have m equals the opposite of negative 3 is 3, plus or minus the square root of negative 3 squared is 9, minus 4 times 1 times negative 7 is negative 28. And that's all over 2 times 1, or 2. I can still simplify a little inside of the radical sign, so I have m equals 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus a negative 28 is 9 plus 28, which would be 37 over 2. Now, I would also check to see at this point if I could simplify the square root of 37, but I can't. It has no perfect square factors. So I'm finished, and this represents two solutions, 3 plus the square root of 37 over 2 and 3 minus the square root of 37 over 2. So I write the solutions are 3 plus or minus the square root of 37 all over 2.